so right now what you're going to do is you're going to work on this side here, okay? And actually, you're going to be you're not going to be completing this whole section, only part of it, and you're just going to start going down with diagonal strokes. And actually, we're going to go ahead and take this all the way down to the bottom of the picture. We sure are, or to the bottom of the paper. As far down as you can. And you don't have to have the same length of diagonals. It can just be, different lengths. But again, you don't want to do the whole thing. And then you're going to come back and do some opposite diagonals, not around the whole thing, but just randomly through that section. So you're kind of making crisscrosses right here. You guys with me? All right. All right, nice work. So again, we're going to take it all the way down. So that'll be a nice crisscross, kind of like cross-hatching, all the way down to the bottom of your paper on that right side. All right. And then next to it, I don't have a huge amount of space right here, but that's okay. We're just going to do a couple of regular horizontal and what do I want to say? Not horizontal and what? I forgot the word.
Vertical?
Vertical, duh. Horizontal and vertical, yep, lines right here. So it's a little bit different from that diagonal, okay? So that's on that one side. Okay, nice. All right, I think I'm going to move this over here so I can see it better. All right, perfect. All right, now are you guys there with me? Can we continue? All right, here we go. So now we're going to this little arch right here. We're going to do some very, very close cross-hatching, which is what we did up there, down here. So you're going to go with the curve, nice dark curving lines in this section right here. And then you're going to go the opposite way. And the cool thing about this particular picture is it really helps you to see the different texturing you can do with charcoal, but also how the different ways you can texture really does give your picture some depth, you know? Okay, good. That curve right there, you're finishing that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of piece this side together. So you're closing up this corner right here, and we're going to color that dark black. You just color that with your charcoal pencil solid, going all the way up, right here in that spot. Good. So you just colored this spot right here, charcoal with your pencil, full solid color. We are going to go ahead, remember at the beginning when we were creating this water bottle cubism, that all we were doing was repeating some of the shapes. And so we're going to do the same thing down here. We're going to bring this line down to the bottom of your page, just right there. And then we're going to go ahead and give a curved line right here, kind of representing the curve of the water bottle. So we're just going to add a few other pieces of geometric shapes here at the bottom, just to kind of finish up this bottom section here. We're not going to do any more shading down at the bottom. So that's what that bottom area is going to look like. Okay, so I added that line here. I added this curved line, so you guys have to try to go with me as I do it, okay? And keep them as straight as you can. Good. All right, we're going to go ahead and we are going to use this section here. We're going to fill in a little bit next to that solid line. I'm going to use my blending stick and I'm going to blend this out. So you're just adding to that the black section that we did, and you're blending this out here. You can use your finger or your blending stick. I kind of like my blending stick. I think it works nicely. Now I'm going to blend this out kind of toward the end of my paper. Again, if your fingers get dirty, it's okay. It'll wash off. Good. So you blended this area here out to the corner of the page. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move up here, and we're going to color in this spot right here, solid. We're going to leave that circle open, no coloring in the circle, but then we're going to color this, the top of this water bottle solid. Okay. Good, good, good. Nice. Once we start coloring in these certain sections, it's going to look more of the cubism, of like the cubism piece. All right. Now that you've got that colored in this section here, you're going to really do a light pressure on your pencil. And this is going to be a light, go to mute please. This is going to be a vertical and horizontal, very light. And you're going to keep these lines rather far apart. So you're not really bringing in much, and it's okay if they're a little bit, okay, light and far apart. Yeah, not too bad, Chase. Not too bad. If you want to continue to catch up, that would be great.
I'm caught up to the point that you are at right now.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and with this part of the water bottle, I'm going to leave that open right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of this area here. we're going to choose very specific things to color in. So we're going to go ahead and color in this rib, the ribbon right here on the top of that spout. Weston, you need to get your paper out and see if you can catch up or start right where we're at. We're going to go ahead and put a line right here and then make a triangle in the neck of the water bottle right there. So try to follow along with me as I'm going. We're going to go ahead and color in the inside circle of that top water bottle spout. We're at the top of the water bottle. We're at the top of the water bottle right here. So this is where you should be focused on, just this area right here. And if you've got some different shapes at the top here, that's okay. Make a shape of your own up here. That's okay. I just went ahead and added a line because I wanted a little bit more cubism style up at the top. We're going to, at the top right here, you're going to go ahead and we're going to do another repetitive curve line right here. And then we are going to do some pointillism right here. So this is a dotted dot, 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 dot. We're just going to do your dotting. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better. So we're just dotting that top section. Okay?
What does this do?
This is going to be due when we're done today, right now. As you guys are following me, we're going to be done with it and then you're going to submit it. Yes. Hey Chase, you're really breaking up. Go ahead and type in the chat box for me. Okay, so you're dotting that section there. Okay? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and work on this second water bottle top here.
I don't really know how I'm supposed to start doing this now.
Well, let's see, Weston, did you get the first part done that you missed on Tuesday?
No.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for you. So you're going to have to go back and watch that video and only go up to the amount of time that, all right, so now we went ahead and did a crosshatch right here. We're going to fill in this spot right here just with some diagonal coloring on that second water bottle lid that's right next to us. Okay, and then we're also going to do a little bit of shading. So in this section right here, which is to the left of the first water bottle, we're going to color in to the right side and then use your blending stick and blend that out to the corners. So just that one curved space. Are you hearing the video, Weston?
I can hear the video, but I can also hear you guys, so it's kind of hard. That's why I was saying bring the volume to max. What?
Okay, Weston, yeah, you're responsible for getting it done, so you can go ahead and leave, that's fine. And then you'll have till midnight tonight, and I'll have this video posted on today's Zoom.
Okay.
So make sure that you take a look at my comments in Canvas so that you know what to do, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, so now what you've done here is you have shaded in this spot here. I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look at, let's see here. Let's fill in We're going to go ahead and do a few more separations on some of this, again, to make it more cubism-like. And we're going to add some more lines to this. And so right here, I'm going to add a line going over. And then I'm going to do some cross-hatching through this whole section right here. So I'm going to start with a diagonal line, going all the way up through this whole spot right here, and then coming back with the alternating direction of that diagonal line right here. Good. Going to move to the top a little bit now. And we're going to, again, create another repetition of the lines that we've started. And from this point, I'm going to do a curved line all the way up to the top of the paper. And then with that, I'm going to color in near that curved line and into that point. And then we're going to take our blending stick and blend this all outward. Or you can use your finger for blending, whatever is easier for you. Yeah. Chase, you're going to have to use the chat box because you're cutting out, okay? All right, nice. I like it. Like it very much. Yeah, this is awesome. I just love this piece. I think he's a really cool artist. Okay, I'm going to advance this video for a minute, you guys, so that I can kind of see where else he's going with this.
Developing the drawing a little bit more. Setting shading and a few extra lines to bring out details.
Oh yeah, I see a part that really looks cool. Okay, so are you guys with me up here? You got that done up there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, try to follow along here with me. Let's go ahead and color this solid, this line going all the way up to the top of the page, and then on the side of that water bottle lid, top, and then right in this section. Let's color that solidly. Nice, I like it. I think what I'd like to do is also put in a line going across one of your ribbons on your neck, and then color that bottom part in. Again, we are creating a little bit more cubism style as we are coloring. And then choose also, I have this spot right here that I'm going to color in solid too, again, just to create that more cubism look. Now, over here on the left, we're pretty much finishing up here, so stay with me. Over here on the left, I'm going to create, and it's kind of hard, make sure that when you bring your pencil like this, that you're not, like my hand is getting somewhat dirty, but you don't want to rub too much on your paper because it'll totally mess up your whole work. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a diagonal line going from here down to the bottom of your water bottle. You're going to continue this diagonal line, but you're going to go from this other point here. Take that diagonal line down. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and utilize that line, and you're going to do your cross hatching like this. So we kind of just created a new shape on top of that other shape.
The most important thing is just to keep cutting things up into pieces, into segments.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I really like what he said. We can just keep cutting up this particular piece because that's what cubism is. It's just adding more pieces of, areas where we're cutting up the paper. Let's go ahead and do over here in this section another water bottle lid to add another repetition again. Do a ribbon on here, and then add that circle over here instead. Will, how you doing? Okay, are you at this spot? Over here on that left side, we're going to color in that bottom ribbon. And then actually, we're going to pull down some of that into this section here. And then we're going to do some pointillism. Point, dot, 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 as much as you possibly can on this spot here. Remember, the closer you get your dots, that's where you're going to have a lot of shaded. It's kind of like more shading. The closer you get your dots, it's darker and it's shaded. The farther away your dots are, then that's less shading. Nice. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I'm going to let you keep going with that pointillism over there on that side.
This is the idea behind cubism, just to really get around an object. Every now.
All right. Let's go back up to this section here, and we're going to add some diagonal lines here, but very far apart, and then opposite. So to keep that separate from that area here. Okay, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work on this section here on the corner, and then we're going to be done. All right, so let's go ahead and make some more cuts here because I think we need to continue with the cubistic view, the cubism style. So I'm going to go ahead and add a curved line the other way. Normally we've been adding curved lines equal to the actual bottom of the water bottle, but make sure that you're following me as I'm going. I added a curved line here, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect this top part and color that in solid, kind of like a shark's fin. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take my pen, my charcoal pencil, and I'm going to color in just the corner of this bottom section. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this down. So I kind of want to I want this to be more blended and not just a solid piece of coloring on that bottom part. So I'm blending that in. I'd like to go ahead and add to this side, extending that shark fin and just doing another smaller curve. And then just doing vertical lines, coloring that section in. We are just about finished.
I'm going to try repeating something that you just did, adding it somewhere else. I'm going to go one.
Okay, good. Okay, nice. And then let's go ahead and add some repetitive curved lines going out to the edge of the paper. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm probably going to go ahead and, on that first new line that I made, I'm going to color it thicker and then use my blending stick to pull that out to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and make a few more also cuts here. Let's do a couple diagonal, maybe we're going to be repetitive on that thin or that triangle and do that out here on the end. Then I think we're going to go ahead and do some curved cross hatching. Carrying that all the way out. Nice. Okay. Nice. Interesting. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do one circle right here, and which is a repetition of the circles that are inside the water bottle lid. Voila. We are done.
Is this done?
I like it. I can't.
Want to change because my line and my edge is bigger than yours.
Yeah, I can't see it real well, but hopefully when you take your picture, yes, I will hopefully be able to see it nicely. Let's see how close we are to his finished piece. Yeah, I mean, you guys, it looks really cool. I love this piece. I think this is so neat. Yeah, I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of my finished piece, and you guys, because I'm grading you to see if you have all of your sections how I have it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead right now and take a picture of my piece and post it on my 218 Zoom assignment. You take a look at it. I mean, it looks good from here, but you guys take a look at it, and then